Hotel brothers and sisters, Black Power, as always, giving honor to the Creator, giving honor to the ancestors. Chief of Staff, Brother Harris Abdul, my sister, my in-laws, my father, my subscribers, my supporters, viewers, family members, and all that are fighting for the liberation and salvation of our black nation. Today, I want to focus your attention on a tragedy, a Holocaust that took place in Philadelphia. In 1985, resulting, and that's another thing, the word Holocaust, they only want that to be used when you're talking about the so-called white Jewish Holocaust. But a Holocaust is a tragedy, is mass murder and destruction on a mass level. Nevertheless, May 13th, 85 was a horrible day in Philadelphia for the Africa family that you may have heard of called M.O.V.E, the organization and movement called M.O.V.E, which was a powerful, strong, militant, yet educated, humble, highly structured movement. Now, John Africa, who is the founder of M.O.V.E, created the organization on the grounds of everything they were going back to everything prior. Let me say this, everything that was non-technology living, and they were very, very effective with doing that. The children never were beaten. The children were never harmed. They were never molested or violated of anything of that nature. They all ate fruits, vegetables, and they lived opposite of what European civilization today is conducted. I believe I put it in the best terms that I could possibly put it, where you can understand it more clearly. There are still 9 members of the M.O.V.E organization still incarcerated to this day. Over 40 years of incarceration for nothing. And what happened, the police dropped a bomb on Osage Avenue, May the 13th, 1985, resulting in the slaughter and murder of between 7 and 20 of the M.O.V.E members. This included babies. Babies were burnt alive. Babies were burnt alive. And when those who managed to survive their surrender were severely beaten. They were already badly burnt, but they were severely beaten. Little babies were violated by these goddamn ice apes. I always tell you all that these crackers only believe in warfare and savagery. But you niggas don't want to accept that this motherfucker is a savage. Anytime you will kill babies, you have no integrity, no moral conduct whatsoever. You are a savage. And for further details about what really happened, it's a DVD out, and I think Sister Gladys Holcutt for the DVD, Let the Fire Burn. And it speaks on how this nigga, a picture that you see there, that's a Sister Ramona Africa. She's one of the, I believe, the only surviving member of the M.O.V.E. Catastrophe. Eddie Africa, who is still incarcerated to this day. Now, let me explain this to you all. These brothers and sisters committed no crimes prior to these bombs being dropped on their homes. They committed no crimes. And what happened? These cracker police in Philly began shooting at members of the M.O.V.E. organization, shooting at babies while they were playing in their yard, in their own little quarters, just to start a gun battle, which took place. And one of the officers, one of the crackers, was shot. And so that's what led up to the firebombing, which is unconstitutional, inhumane, immoral, dropping a bomb on little children, babies, men, women, and children. You have to be a ruthless motherfucker to do that. And that's what started that. This is all the homes on Osage Avenue that were burnt to the ground. Firebombed and burnt to the ground. On account of this nigga here. Wilson Good. He was the mayor of Philadelphia at the time. He put the order to drop the bomb on black men, women, children, and babies. This nigga here dropped the bomb, and he stated, let the fire burn. Meaning burn those babies alive. Burn those women alive. This nigga here, Wilson Good, now he's a goddamn reverend, and stated that he takes full responsibility on what took place. No. With us, you don't ride that easy. You don't ride off in the sunset like that, motherfucker. You killed little babies that look like you. And now because you are a reverend, you claim to have found God, hiding behind God. You bitch ass, ruthless motherfucking nigga. If you did it once, you'll do it again. And if you don't do it again, you'll do something similar to that. Because you are a goddamn devil, nigga. You are a black savage motherfucker. And so what transformation, motherfucker, did you make to stop you from killing babies to impress the goddamn crackers 1 minute, and now all of a sudden you want to stand up and be a black man now? And brothers and sisters up in Philly, why was the razor never put to his motherfucking throat? Why does he get to walk around? Because he says he's sorry for publicity. He's only sorry because he doesn't want the repercussions of niggas coming after his ass. Real goddamn G's. See, because a lot of you motherfuckers, see what y'all do. You niggas are hide behind religion too. claiming that's a long time ago now. I'm a Muslim now and all this bullshit. It makes no difference. I don't give a fuck about him at all. He should not have the privilege of breathing. When you burn little babies alive, motherfucker. This is, I'm going to keep saying this until some changes made in the hearts and minds of you young niggas and some of you older niggas that swear you are motherfucking G's. Why don't you deal with the motherfuckers that are penetrating the community with this goddamn demonic, goddamn savage behavior? You always got an excuse, but you don't need a reason to kill a motherfucker that look like you. You will do this shit all day long. Gunshots every motherfucking way. Scaring your own people. Thinking that shit is hard and tough, motherfucker. So back to the subject matter. Once again, you niggas, he should have been gone. This is his son, a former DC councilman. The same for him. The same for him. The fruit don't fall far from the goddamn tree. And he's in politics. He should be getting the wrath too. Even the scripture, you can read the Bible. Your Bible tells you that the sins of the fathers passed down to the sons. Give a fuck about him. When you got little babies that are in the ground that were literally cremated alive. The fuck out of here. And it's sad. This motherfucker here, Frank Rizzo, he was former police commissioner, and he died. That bitch is dead. Rizzo, let's see, that motherfucking piece of shit, man, he rested, piss and shit, manure and fucking hellfire and lit charcoal forever. That white goddamn devil died in 91. Fuck him. He was part of this shit too. He was part of promoting life sentences for these brothers and sisters. He was part of the promoting M.O.V.E. Abu Jamal being put to death. And see, if the situations are still at hand, in other words, okay, if M.O.V.E. Abu Jamal, if he's still incarcerated, then Rizzo's fucking family has to deal with it. Any of them that ever step into the realm of the police or commission or anything political, you're responsible for what your father did. Simple as that. Mayor Rendell, Ed Rendell, give me a second. Ed Rendell, who was mayor from 2003 to 2011. And this motherfucker, he has Parkinson's. And fuck him. I hope he shakes and rattles like a goddamn snake. No good motherfucking devil, man. No good devils. And see, this is what I be telling y'all sometimes. A lot of y'all ain't ready for no goddamn revolution. Because if you cannot stomach the way I am speaking about revolution, you damn sure won't be able to physically get down in it. And so you'll use the excuse, oh, he used too much profanity. Some old weak ass shit like that. And you all use it, and you use it every day, and you hear it every day. How can you talk cordial in oppression when you neck up in motherfucking poverty, drug addiction, all types of motherfucking child infertility, all types of shit, when you up to your neck in this shit? Mass prison population. Everybody got an uncle or brother or nephew or cousin or father or mother that's incarcerated. And how can you sit and talk cordial, with infant mortality? Every 94 seconds, a black baby is being disintegrated. And then you talking about not using profanity. Our brothers and sisters are not eating. Don't have a meal. Don't have a coat. Don't have a pair of shoes. No fucking address. Suicides are going up. People at the traffic lights begging. You even got disabled people with one leg. Some have no legs, riding in between rush hour traffic in a wheelchair, trying to get 50 cents to $1 to get some goddamn wine. And then you tell me that my language is fucked up. Fuck you. Simple as that. Anyway, this motherfucker has Parkinson's, so who gives a fuck? Once again, I hope this motherfucker dies slow. Anytime. And see, they use the nigger. Wilson Good, they use the nigger to drop these bombs. Long live M.O.V.E. Look at what these babies and these brothers and sisters had to go through. Look at this shit. These brothers, now inside the homes, the children ran around naked because they did not have to worry about being violated. Because it wasn't any pedophiles or sexual predators in the homes. So they didn't have anything to worry about. They played free. They were highly intelligent. Very highly intelligent. And you'll see that when you watch the documentary of Let the Fire Burn. Matter of fact, that's one of the little boys, Birdie Africa. I'll tell you a little bit about him. The Crackers came and interviewed Birdie Africa to try to get him to say that he was treated bad, everything was fucked up in there, and some more shit. But he said totally the opposite. They were studying, they learned, they were educated, they knew songs, and it was not any corporal punishment being inflicted on those children. In other words, they were not beaten. If they done something wrong, they were yelled at. They were what the white motherfucker called scalded. They were yelled at, and that was it. And they were told, never to do that again. But most of the time, they played among each other. And Birdie Africa, later on in life, by Birdie Africa going around speaking on how powerful and structured the M.O.V.E. organization was. You know, he's still stuck by his guns. Now, you tell me if this shit is bizarre or some freak shit. Birdie Africa was on a cruise doing research in history of the Caribbean on a Carnival cruise line and drowns in a fucking hot tub in 2013. Now you tell me, was that an accident or was he murdered? Come on, y'all. This is how clever this devil is. You know, he would have been representing the M.O.V.E organization in a totally positive light that would have assisted and played a major role in the other 9 being released. And so what they do is accidentally drown him. Come on. He was murdered. That's a picture of the hot tub. Come on, man. He was murdered. You know, these brothers and sisters were naturalists. You know, and they were far ahead of their time because they were strict vegans, far ahead of their time. So a lot of those niggas that lived in the vicinity in that area didn't understand them either. That's how far advanced they were. They were drinking spring water. They were strict vegans. And their hair, all of them had very, very thick, that good coarse hair. Even the babies, even the children. And that comes from the nutrition that's in your body. You know, here they are stepping in fucking sewage with these babies. Behind the fact that this nigga Wilson Good ordered this goddamn bomb to be dropped on these babies. On these babies. Once again, you know, the children are very, very healthy, extremely healthy, as you can see. And this is the treatment that these brothers and sisters received when they were pulled outside. You know, beat with the butt of a shotgun, kicked in the face, repeatedly. And so that's the houses on Osage Avenue in its early stages after the firebombs had been dropped. And this is the aftermath. You know, the devastation that it caused. Burning black people alive. Ramona Africa was arrested, along with several others. And, you know, when she was released, she still stuck by her guns. She still was a spokesperson for the M.O.V.E organization, still was speaking, still was riding. You know, and, you know, our hoteps, our hats go off. We give them black powers. You know, those are the sisters that are still incarcerated. You know, and when Ramona Africa was released, she really, really got busy. She really got busy. She was linking up with everybody that she possibly could to assist getting her brothers and sisters released. Now, Mumi Abu Jamal, who Ramona Africa helped to get his death sentence commuted to life without parole. Now he has a radio station. He has a radio show. And Ramona Africa stays in close contact with brother Mumi Abu Jamal, who is becoming very ill, medically, very ill. You know, his hair is falling out, along with, I think he has some type of diabetes or something of that nature, but he's still fighting, So we got to give Ramona Africa her props, and to say that Ramona Africa is, pretty ill right now, and we want to send out prayers. We want to pray to the Creator and ask the ancestors to embrace her, to lift her up, to bring her back to maximum health again. There's 3 Merle Africa died in prison in 98. Phil Africa died in prison in 2015. And Debbie Africa, she was released June of this year. Michael Africa was released October 23rd of this year. But it's still 9 more of our brothers and sisters from the M.O.V.E organization that are still incarcerated. And we want to get them out of there. We want to get them out. We want to get them out of there because, they have represented the black community. They have been strong. They are fighters. And they made their mark in history. So, we want to give them the best that we have. We want to ask the ancestors to embrace them. To bring Sister Ramona Africa. Long live John Africa and the M.O.V.E organization. Very, very powerful. And for those who don't know about this, if this is your first time hearing anything or knowing anything about the M.O.V.E organization, I strongly recommend that you go to a library or contact me to get a copy of the DVD. Because you very well, if you don't know about it, even if you know about it, you still need to watch this documentary, Let the Fire Burn. And so, free to move 9. Let's brothers and sisters, let's try to, put something together. And what I'm going to do this week or early next week, I'm going to, by request, only if you request it, the addresses of these brothers and sisters in terms of what penitentiaries they are in, where you can write them and give them some support. Rub a little oil, frankincense oil on your letter to send that energy to them, to give them hope so they can continue fighting. Because they're behind enemy lines, and so they think that, everyone has given up on them, and the people that know about them are passing away. And those who don't know, don't know. So I'm going to be coming back with another video shortly. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you felt the intensity of this video. And as always, my brothers and sisters, Hotep, Black Power.